and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Hedy Fry. I'm a Member of Parliament for Vancouver Centre, and it's my pleasure to serve as the MC for today. I want to start by acknowledging that we are fortunate to gather on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, the Squamish, the Musqueam, and the Tsleil-Waututh. And I want to let the media know that there'll be a Q&A session following the speaking portion of today's announcement. So it's my pleasure to welcome our esteemed guests and partners, including the Honourable Jill McKnight, the Honourable Terry Young, and Tom Armstrong to speak here today. I now want to invite our first speaker, the Honourable Jill McKnight, Minister of Veterans Affairs, Associate Minister of Defence, and Member of Parliament for Delta, to the podium. Jill?
Bonjour tout le monde. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Fry, for that kind introduction, and welcome to everyone for joining us today. Merci, je vous remercie chaleureusement pour votre présence et souhaite la bienvenue à toutes les personnes ici présentes aujourd'hui. I would also like to recognize that we are gathering today on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples, including the territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam peoples. This region has long been a meeting place for nations and significant for trade, gathering, and cultural exchange. We recognize the enduring presence of Indigenous peoples to care for and nurture these lands since time immemorial, and we reaffirm our commitment to working in partnership with Indigenous communities in the spirit of truth, respect, and reconciliation. It's a pleasure to be here today with my honourable colleague, MP Hedy Fry, the Honourable Terry Young, MLA for Vancouver Yaletown, and Tom Armstrong, CEO of Community Land Trust and Cooperative Housing Federation for BC. Everyone here today understands the challenges we're facing. Across Canada, there are simply not enough homes, and the ones we have are often too expensive. Building more homes builds a stronger future for all of us, especially our most vulnerable neighbours. That's why your government is taking action. Votre nouveau gouvernement fédéral prend action. Today's announcement is a major step forward in our bold, ambitious plan to build more affordable homes across the country, including here in Vancouver. Canadians want to live in communities that fulfill their needs for work, childcare, transportation, accessibility, and connection. They want to live in neighborhoods with vibrant local businesses and where different cultures are celebrated. They want the option of staying close to friends and family in the regions they've grown up in, and to be able to raise their families in these communities without the constant worry of whether they can afford the rent. But the challenge is that too often, the sort of affordable rental apartments that would make this possible just aren't being built. The program we're highlighting today is about more than funding. It's about unlocking collaboration. By uniting developers, nonprofits, and partners across all three levels of government, we're taking concrete action to build the affordable rental housing that's been missing for far too long. Homes that will strengthen communities and help Vancouver remain vibrant, inclusive, and livable for everyone. Au nom de l'Honorable Gregor Robertson, Ministre du Logement et de l'Infrastructure et Ministre responsible du Développement économique Canada pour le Pacifique. J'ai le plaisir d'annoncer que le gouvernement fédéral investit 40,3 millions de dollars dans la construction de 112 logements locatifs ici à Vancouver. Today, I'm pleased to announce that the federal government is providing over $40.3 million in low-interest loans and contributions to build 112 rental housing units here in Vancouver. This investment will make an incredible impact on the lives of people in Vancouver. With 112 new affordable homes in the city, more British Columbians will have access to the safety and stability of their own home. It's a chance for a fresh start for many, including some of the most vulnerable in our community. The homes located behind me will be in a sustainable 9-story building with above-ground retail. The structure will be built to Passive House certification and design standards, demonstrating high-performance energy efficiency. The completed residences will be managed as a housing cooperative, ensuring long-term tenure of affordable rental homes in a highly sought-after and centrally connected area of downtown Vancouver. The Affordable Housing Fund makes projects like this possible by providing low-interest loans and contributions to help nonprofits build much-needed homes that can be rented at below market rates. It shows what's possible when partners work together. Governments at all levels contributing funds to work in tandem with the expertise of developers and nonprofits to deliver the projects the community needs. Cette initiative est l'un des programmes clés mis en place dans le cadre de stratégie nationale sur le logement. Un plan sur 10 ans qui aide les personnes au Canada à se bâtir un abordable. We are already seeing the success of this program in helping vulnerable people in communities across British Columbia. In Gibson's, O'Shea Place will open in 2026 with more than 30 new rental homes for people with moderate to middle income, and it will include a childcare center. This is a perfect example of housing that's good for residents and good for the community. This affordable housing fund has had so much uptake that we recently topped up its funding with an extra $1.5 billion in loans. This will help more communities quickly build thousands of shovel-ready homes and bring our total federal investment in the fund to $16 billion. At the same time, we're moving quickly to stand up Build Canada Homes, a new federal agency focused on building affordable homes at the scale we need with unprecedented investment. It will help fight homelessness by building transitional and supportive housing. It will build deeply affordable and community housing for low-income households. And it will partner with private market developers to build affordable homes for Canada's middle class. Build Canada Homes will double the rate of home building in Canada with an industry that uses Canadian technology, Canadian skilled workers, and Canadian lumber. Today, as partners, we're building a stronger Canada. I look around and know that although we each bring different solutions to the table, we are all driven by the same goal: to build more homes and make sure every Canadian has a roof over their head. Thank you to all of our partners here today. When we come together, we can build things that last. Il est temps de construire. It's time to build. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. This is great news for Vancouver Centre especially. 70% of the people in my riding need affordable rental housing. This is not a place where people can afford to live in, even buy homes or want to. They just need to be able to afford to have a safe place to call home. So the increase in housing supply means more opportunities for people to find safe places to live. And so I wanted to say that it's important, the Minister stressed, and I'm going to stress because I think it's important. We need 3 levels of government to make this happen, and the private sector who can help us with the building and building quickly. Now I want to welcome my colleague, the Honourable Terry Young, for MLA for Vancouver Yaletown, to speak. The floor is yours, Minister.
Thank you. Good morning. First of all, I want to welcome you to Vancouver Yaletown. This is my home riding. I'm the MLA here. I'm also the Minister of State for Community Safety and Integrated Services. So to get a community safer, we need housing, we need treatment, and we need poverty reduction. This is all part of collective agreement and cooperation that we have. I also want to echo Minister Knight to acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the 3 host nations, Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish. Behind me is going to be a site of 112 new homes. It's really exciting. I remember first moving here many years ago to Vancouver. It's a new place to live. First order of business to find a place to live, a place to rent, a place to call home. I think even before I got a job, I think it's more important to have a home to go to. And over half the people in this riding are renters. So it's imperative that we have more affordable homes for workers, for seniors, for families, for people with disabilities, to actually find a place, a roof above their head, so they can move on and build a better life in this vibrant city of Vancouver. And we won't be doing this, this would not be possible without a cooperation from the federal government, Mr. Knight, Dr. Fry, Mr. Armstrong. It takes different levels of government to actually work together. It's easy to say we need more housing, we need more services, but we have to come to the table with solutions and work with each other to make this a reality. It doesn't happen by happenstance. It doesn't happen by mistake. This is part of BC Built from BC Housing. The province is proud to commit $25 million grant for this project to become a reality. So far, under BC Built, 2,400 homes are now underway. This is part of a $19 billion housing investment by the province of BC, the biggest in the history of this province. Since 2017, we have delivered more than 93,000 homes and 11,000 homes right here in Vancouver. So once again, this is exciting. This is about providing homes and future for people who want to live in the city, who want to be part of this, cuts down our commute, cut down some of the stress on our metro system. I mean, I love to be able to actually walk to work, enjoy this neighborhood. And Yaletown is one of the most beautiful ridings that I've seen, so not to, I'm a little biased. But anyway, thank you for being here today. I want to thank every one of you here for your support.
Thank you. And now I'm going to introduce someone whom I have known for 32 years. In fact, he convinced me that one of the best ways to get housing going, not just units, but communities of people living in units, is the person who taught me about co-op housing when I was a greenhorn, a new MP. Tom taught me all these things. So I want to invite Tom Armstrong, CEO of Community Land Trust and Cooperative Housing Federation of British Columbia. Tom?
Thanks so much, Dr. Fry. So I hope you'll indulge me for one moment to say it's such a pleasure to share this podium with you. We have been working together for quite some time to promote co-op and community housing. So for all you political nerds in the crowd, Dr. Fry is the first MP in Canadian history to defeat a sitting Prime Minister in her first run at elected office. So quite an accomplishment. And that's not all. She spent her years in office speaking up for housing co-ops here in Vancouver and across Canada. So thank you, Dr. Fry. It's a privilege to be here with you. So a warm welcome also to Minister McKnight, representing the federal government. We are excited about the top-up to the Affordable Housing Fund. That's the money that made this building behind us possible. And the renewed federal investment in housing in the form of Build Canada Homes is going to be a game changer in the community housing sector when it focuses on non-market, permanently affordable homes. And to Minister Young, representing the province, there's not just one but two new housing co-ops in your riding. We managed to sneak one in just this side of the riding boundary at Davie and Burrard. That's 17 stories in mass timber. This is 112 new homes. We can't be more excited to bring BC Builds to the table to make these homes possible. And representing New Commons Development, our partner Andy Broderick here, not wearing a tie today. And this is one of 7 city sites that were awarded to the Community Land Trust back in 2018. And putting the financial pieces together has certainly been a challenge, but here we are. It's a brilliant example of what can happen when all 3 levels of government work together toward a common goal. 112 brand new co-op homes right here in the heart of downtown Vancouver. adding to the hundreds of homes already developed by the Community Land Trust on city land. So this is the Community Land Trust 10th anniversary as a social purpose real estate developer. And we're demonstrating that a community land trust model in partnership with a municipality willing to deploy assets in land is a winning combination and an engine for growth in the community housing sector. We like to say we're building communities that people are proud to call home. Co-op communities, mixed income communities, communities for families, seniors, and students, where homes are affordable and residents enjoy long-term security of tenure. We need to remember that everyone, regardless of their means or circumstances, deserves a safe, secure, affordable place to call home. And that's what this work is about. We're proud to be tackling it with all of our partners, one development at a time. So in wrapping up, I want to thank again our federal, provincial, and municipal partners. Your investments made this work possible. To our contractor, Blue City Construction, our development partner, New Commons, thank you again for your stellar work. And last and certainly not least, to the simply remarkable team at the Community Land Trust. You are the best at what you do, and you make us proud each and every day. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thanks, Tom. I just want to shill a little bit for the co-op housing. I think it's the best way to find housing to live in. You can start as a couple, no kids, grow up, have kids, stay in that same community housing that is called co-op housing, age in place, move along. It's like having a family around you, and it's really affordable, and it's a great way to get housing going. So Tom really taught me that lesson very clearly. And I want to ask everyone, I'm going to suggest we do a question and answer. And so if anyone has questions, please step up to the microphone. No questions? Well, that's great. Obviously, we were excellent at giving our message out there. So thank you very much, everybody. I now would like to thank you all for coming and say thanks for standing up in a beautiful autumn day, but absolutely kind of cool. So thanks for bearing with the cold. And I'd like to ask the group to take a photo, please, and say thank you guys for coming.